Paros, Greece. I'm at Ochre Blue. It's a beautiful retreat center, eco-retreat center on this incredible little island in the Aegean. It's been a good week. I've been teaching some classes here in the morning and really, just kind of soaking it all up. It's quite a different environment. Greece is beautiful, but just it's so different, a different type of island than Bali. So absorbing, some of the opposite qualities here. Amazing. We live in a beautiful world. So today I wanted to do a gentle yoga, and we'll use some blocks. Yeah. Let's start laying down on the back. We're going to take one of the blocks and we're going to use the broad side of it. So it'll be its widest side will go down on the ground. You can use it this way or this way, and we're going to put it behind our back. Yeah? So it's going to go here or like this. So you can place it down and you'll just have to kind of feel it out, maybe come up a couple times and back down to get it where you want it. Be sure it's not in the mid-back. It's going to be in the upper back. And then slowly rest over. The head will fall back. Yeah. With the feet, a couple different options. You can bring the knees together and the feet wide. If the feet are wide, they'll come off the sides of the mat. Or you can bring the feet together and open the knees wide, Supta Baddha Konasana. Yeah. Or the legs long is fine as well. When the arms bring them overhead, we're opening up the heart here. The heart space is opening, the throat is opening. We'll begin to anchor into our body, anchor into the breath. Take some deep breaths here. So it's morning time for me. I'm not sure what time it is for you. But regardless, any time of the day, we can always check back in with ourselves. Like, how am I today? What's going on in my mind? What's going on in my body? We're always showing up a little bit different, even many times throughout the day. And lift up the hips just slightly. Extend the tailbone down towards the heels and then lay it back down. So this will get a little traction into the low back. You can do the same with the neck. So the curve in the back of the neck. Lift the head up slightly. You don't want to take the curve out, but extend the sides of the neck up towards the top of the mat. So you're just getting some traction here. You can even take your hands. This is kind of nice. Take the flat hands, place it under the curve, and then kind of like swoop it up. We'll kind of extend the back of the neck and feel the difference there. Let the belly fill up with your inhales and relax the exhales. There's a beautiful breeze coming through. I love this shala. I've loved coming in here. This is a very windy island. It's famous for kite surfing. It really helps out with the heat, but the wind just feels so good, and it carries with it smells of sage and thyme and all of these different mountain herbs. One more round of breath. Inhale. And sigh out. Roll over to one side. So come off the block. I had a low battery sign. Come off the block. Take a moment here. And you can push it out of the way. Push yourself up. And we'll come to a seat and sit up on your block. So it's the edge. I've never showed this from the side. Sit up on the edge of the block so that the hips are higher and the knees come down. So it's like this. So it's not like this. We'll sit on the edge of it. Yeah. We'll take some spinal movements. So begin to make some big circles. Do about 5 in each direction. You can go as slow or as quick as you like. Maybe you bend the elbows. Maybe one shoulder drops and then the other. Lots of room for artistic liberty and switch sides. And come back to stillness. I don't think I've done this before, but I really like it. I don't know if I've showed you before. So we're going to act like we're grabbing a rope, like we're pulling ourselves up on a rope, and grab with one hand and then grab with the other. So this is really getting into the side body, but really kind of lean to each side as you do it, pulling up and up. So when we open up the side body, the space between the ribs and the hips, it helps us breathe better, actually. It can expand the area where the diaphragm is. It stretches the diaphragm. Also the low back and the QL muscles. Just more space in general. And a couple more times, maybe little ones. And come to stillness. And then just some head circles. Whew. So it normally doesn't feel that great on my neck whenever I go back. So I kind of leave that out. But it's up to you. It'll be a little bit different. Nice. And then remove the block. And we'll take the right leg out to the side. The left leg will come in. This is one of my favorites. Y'all probably know this one. You can take the block to the inside or the outside of the knee. And take the elbow to the block. Take your head in your hand. The left arm's going to reach up and over, but we want to relax it. We're going to reach towards the foot. Maybe you don't need the block. Maybe you just come on down. What we don't want is the body to start rounding. So maybe that even looks like we're staying up like this. Lots of different options. But as soon as the heart starts coming down, then come up a little bit more. But release the hand. Maybe it kind of comes behind the head. You can press the head back into the hand. Audible exhales are good. It talks to our parasympathetic system, saying, it's okay, you're safe, you can open, you can stretch. Lean back into the shoulders a little bit. Really feel on the backside, that's a QL muscle opening. And slowly we're going to come up a little bit so that you're onto your right hand. Take the hand behind the head. Open the heart. And then exhale, really curl in. So we're not just going to come forward, really going to curl in. Think about bringing the belly to the spine. Spine towards the back wall. Elbow towards the knee. So really curl in, yes. Inhale, open. Exhale, curl round the back. Once more, inhale. And exhale, curl. Inhale, lift up. Beautiful, we'll switch sides. So treat this like a whole different pose. Don't automatically go where you were on the last side because we're notoriously uneven. My left leg is, I think my left leg is longer than my right. My left foot is definitely a little bit bigger than my right foot, almost a half a size, I think. But we all have discrepancies. So we want to treat them as unique as they are. Elbow down to the block or the hand down to the floor. Block can be inside or outside. Left arm reaches up and over, and then see if you can find a place to relax it. Another option is you can take it behind the back. Options. Just focusing on the slow, steady breath, especially in places of tension where we need a little bit more awareness on the breath, because we tend to hold whenever we're in precarious or shaky positions or moods or emotions, any of that. We tend to hold our breath. It's one thing whenever I get bouts of anxiety, I notice how much I'm holding my breath. I'm like, wow, that is really true. What is just perpetuating. So really learning to have a better relationship with our breath can change a lot. And we'll slowly come up onto the hand. Take left hand down, right hand behind the head. Inhale, lean back open, and exhale, curl. Again, inhale. Exhale, curl. Once more. Inhale. And exhale, curl it down. Open up. And come back up, tabletop. And grab your blocks with you. And we're going to come into a puppy pose. So puppy pose is like a variation of child's pose kind of, but we're going to do it with the blocks, so it'll look a little bit different. We're going to take the elbows to the blocks. The hips are going to stay over the knees, and you're going to drop the heart down. The hands can come into a prayer. Forehead can come down into the ground. You're just going to let the heart drop down. Slow, steady breath. Two more rounds of breath. Beautiful. Slowly releasing, pressing the elbows down into the ground and coming into tabletop. And we'll just take some cat-cow for a moment and take any variation that you wish. Just spiral and swirl. We'll come into a downward dog, and we won't stay for long. Really plant the hands down. Press down through the fingers and the knuckles, and a slight pulling up at the center of the palm. So the energy from the center of the palm is kind of moving up. Everything else is moving down like a gecko hand. Tuck the toes, bring the heels up and back, downward facing dog. Move around however you'd like. And then come up, lift the heels. Exhale, send the heels over towards the right. Another big side body stretch. Keep the left hand pressing down as the hips come towards the right. Woo. Come back to center. Heels go to the right, to the left. Keep pressing down to the right hand. And come back to center. Beautiful. Slowly step the feet towards the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, halfway lift. Take the blocks and Yeah, let's use the block. So we push up a little bit more. You don't have to, but I think it's really nice. So we're going to come up into Ardha Uttanasana. This is the halfway lift. So I want you to really feel this. The tendency here is that we kind of were folded forward. So I think the blocks can really help with this. Slight bend in the knees. The shoulders are going to come back. So see, it's like a turtle. My head kind of pops out. It might be a weird analogy. The tailbone's moving back. The crown of my head is moving forward. I'm not looking up. I'm looking down. So again, there's that length in the back of the neck. With the hands, you can energetically pull the hands back like you're pushing the blocks, like you're going to push them to the back of the mat. That allows the heart center to pull forward. Pull the belly towards the spine. And then exhale, fold forward. Let's do that twice more. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. So my hands here are down by my feet. So I'm pretty flexible. So this is okay. You can move them a little bit higher too, and that's fine as well. You'll have a little bit more space. There's a slight cobra in the back, slight feeling of cobra in the back. Shoulders are away from the ears and forward fold. Once more. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, fold. Step back with the right foot. Plant the back knee down. Take the right hand onto the block. Take the left hand to the knee. We'll begin to twist towards the left. Yeah. Pull back on the left hip. Tuck the back toes. Lift the back leg. Left arm lifts up. Shoulder, right shoulder rolls back onto the back. Left arm lifts up, and then take it towards the top of the mat. So there's a big long line of energy from the fingers to the heel. Spiral the heart open and lean back slightly. Pull the belly towards the spine. One more inhale. Exhale, plant the hand down. Take a big step up, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, fold. Take a big step back with the left foot. Plant the back knee down. Left hand stays on the block. Right hand to the knee, and we begin to twist right here. Sink the hips down. Tuck the back toes. Lift the back knee, pressing down into the left block. Watch the left shoulder. It wants to roll in, but roll out like you're going to spin a jar to the left. We want to do the spin starting from the shoulder, if that makes any sense. Right hand comes up, pull back on the right hip. And then the right arm comes to the top of the mat. So that I feel quite different on this side. And sink the hips. So I notice that I have a tendency, I'll kind of want to turn at the hips instead of my back. So I really have to watch that. So the hips stay square, and we're only twisting with the upper body. Right hand comes to the top. One more inhale. And exhale. Take a big step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Stepping back with the right foot. Plant the back knee down, Ardha Hanumanasana. Straighten the front leg. Bring the blocks back. I like to shimmy, I don't know if it's because my legs are long, but shimmy my foot, the front foot forward a little bit. So instead of just folding down, we're going to stay up onto the blocks. And it's the same sensation of like we're going to throw the blocks back. Roll the shoulders back. Energetically push the blocks back. This allows the spine and the heart center to extend forward. Slight lift up with the sit bones here. Flex the front toes. You should be feeling this. 2 more rounds of breath. You know, another thing that can be nice, you move the leg, move the hip in its socket. Bend the front knee. Move the blocks up. We're going to take a big step up the leg is going to come up into the air. So we're going to bend, take a big step up, move the blocks in front. So it's not a standing split. We're just coming halfway up like an L shape. Again, same thing like the blocks, we're going to throw them back. Heart center extends long as the tailbone, the back foot extends back. One more inhale here. Exhale, bend both of the knees, bring the leg back. Inhale, extend long. Exhale, bend, knee behind knee. Inhale, lift. Once more, exhale. Inhale, lift. And forward fold. Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. And we'll take a big step back with the left foot. Ardha Hanumanasana. Ardha means half. So half lift. This is half splits. Send the sit bones back. I like to shimmy my heel forward. Extend the spine long. Press down through the blocks and back so the heart extends. Flex the front foot. The knee can be bent. It doesn't have to be straight here. And the sit bones go up and back. So there's lots of little things here. Heart center is pulling forward as if you were going to touch your heart to your toes. And maybe you shift the hip in its socket, turn the toes side to side. Slow, steady breath. This is an intense pose, so really emphasizing the exhale. One more big inhale. Sigh out. Bend in the front leg, plant the foot, plant the blocks out in front just slightly, lift the back knee. We're going to take a big step up to this L shape. Again, extending the heart long, staying here for a moment, extending the tailbone, the leg back. You can even check in with the sacrum. We tend to open, but we want to be square here, so you can think about pulling back at the right hip crease. All right, inhale here. Exhale, knee behind knee, both legs bent. Yeah. Inhale, push down into the ground to lift, L shape. Twice more, exhale. Pull the belly to the spine, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale, forward fold. Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. And exhale, sink the booty down, and we'll come back down to the ground. Maybe a block under the booty. Couple slow, steady, juicy rounds of breath. Feeling energy move through the body. Just a beautiful little movement practice. A little wake up, maybe it's a little wake up for me. Maybe it's a midday or evening thing for you, but just thank yourself for carving out some time for you. I hope you all enjoyed this. Thank you. Bring the hands together. Thumbs at the third eye. We'll bow forward to seal our practice and say namaste. So you know, I have longer classes if you're interested in that. They're on Om Yoga Tribe. There's a link in the description. I also have lots of retreats, some different things coming up. So where you can travel somewhere with me and practice with the group in somewhere beautiful in the world. All that stuff is on my website as well. But until then, I will see you on your mat, and I hope you enjoyed this practice. Please let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you next time.